Alright guys, let me tell you something. Last Wednesday, I struck gold. And what I mean by that is I managed to get my hands on an RTX 3060 Ti. Yes, the RTX 3000 series cards that are nearly impossible to find because of all the scalpers and whatnot and all those jerks that are selling them on third party, buy up all the stocks and sell them on third party websites. I managed to get one and it is incredible. Hey guys, what's up? It's Umbruhh here, and I am back with another video, and I'm going to be telling you the story of how I managed to get my RTX 3060 Ti, along with explaining how I feel about the card, what's nice about it, what I like about it, etc. So without further ado, let's get into this story. So, for a while now, I've been trying to get my hands on a 3070 actually, because I was going to upgrade to 1440p, 144Hz, which I did. I got the Asus VG27QA, if I'm not mistaken. If I didn't get that right, I'll correct it in the video. It's a 1440p 165 IPS monitor, and I've been also wanting to get a new graphics card for a while, since if I wanted to get those resolutions, I'd had to up my power, and I had a 1060 at the time, which wouldn't be sufficient enough. I mean, I could play some games well, like Final Fantasy XIV would get 70 FPS at 1440p, because I had the monitor a week before getting it, and games like Halo I could do 1440p, 144Hz, but games like Call of Duty, I had to severely lower the settings, and even games like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I had to play at 1080p. You know, the day before the 3060 Ti came out, Nvidia announced the new card, although a lot of us knew that the card was coming out for a while now, so it didn't really come as a surprise to us. So we knew that it was going to come out the day after it announced, and so I came up with a plan. So I saw the leaks and I saw the performance of the cards. It was only slightly better than the 3070, although for its price range, like it's $100 less, it's really good. And so I came up with a plan because I plan on getting this card like as soon as I could. So what I did was, on my phone, I would pull up tabs of all the major computer online retailers that would be selling these cards. Best Buy, Nvidia, Newegg, Amazon, etc. And then I would wake up at 8:30 and then drive over to my local Canada Computers, which is a big computer part retailer in Canada. It's not the best place, but it's all we've got. We don't have a micro center here. And so if I could, I would wait while waiting in line to get into the store, which it was about, the store is opened at 10 a.m. and I think the online orders went up at 9. What I would do is I would have those tabs on my phone ready, so just in case, to see if I could get them online. But when I was waiting in line, it was sold out within seconds. So good thing was I was in line, so I had a backup plan. So there was already 6 people in line, and so I was the 7th person in line. And so I checked the stock on their website. They had the 3060 Ti. There was about, like, I'd like to think 20-ish, and the one I was originally looking to get was the Asus Dual 3060 Ti OC, which looked like a really good card, and Asus was known for making great cards, and it was a lot cheaper than the other cards too, but I underestimated just how popular that card would be, because when I got to enter the store, they had just sold out of those cards. I was too late. I should have gone earlier, because due to it being the cheapest card they had in stock, it was already sold out. And so my other options were the MSI Ventus 2-fan. I think the other one was a Gigabyte Aorus, and the other one was an Asus Strix. Now, I didn't need anything super fancy, I just wanted to get the cheapest, and the best quality, which in my case was the one they had, the MSI Ventus, which was about 599.99 Canadian dollars. I think that would be around 400 or 470 or maybe 500 American, if I'm not mistaken. So my options were a little bit limited, but it's okay. I still got my hands on one of the cards, so I went with the MSI Ventus. And MSI is a really good brand from what I hear. So I bought that, although my credit card declined on me, so I had to transfer some money into my credit card. So it was a little embarrassing, like the line behind me waiting. I think there was 30 people in that line altogether, so you know, there weren't some happy people, because the store only had 20 cards, and you know, some people were going to be upset that they couldn't get their hands on the cards. So I decided to go with the Ventus, and honestly, I have no complaints about it. I got home, I installed it, although I had to rearrange my SATA cables because it was blocking the motherboard. So I took one of the other ends that was, I guess, a right angle, and I put it in there, or maybe it was a left angle. I rearranged the cables and it has allowed it to fit. I've installed the new drivers that the 3060 Ti released with, and it has been incredible, especially with my new monitor. For example, I can play Assassin's Creed Valhalla, a fairly new game, at 1440p Ultra, all settings like maxed out, and I get around 60 FPS, which is really good considering just how kind of unoptimized Valhalla is and how much value this card packs. Like, I think the 3070 gets like 5 or 6 more FPS, but you're basically saving $100 for slightly less performance. And this happens with a lot of games too. Like, I've also tested out Doom Eternal at 1440p max settings, and I get around 144 FPS. Modern Warfare, I think it was high or near ultra settings. I got around 120 frames at 1440p. Rainbow Six Siege solid. I think I was playing on very high settings. I got 144 FPS. Borderlands 3, I'm also able to get 144 FPS at nearly ultra, although I turned down some settings to high, although sometimes it dips down to like under 100, but Borderlands 3's PC port is really shitty, so it's not at all my graphics card's fault. And The Witcher 3 ultra settings almost always 144 FPS. Like, this graphics card is fucking incredible, and if you can get your hands on this card, I highly recommend that. If you're on a budget and you might not be able to get a 3070 or a 3080, this is definitely a card you should check out. And I think you should probably check this if you're not gonna do 4K gaming and strictly 1440p 144 FPS. I might even recommend that you go with this card, just for how much performance you get for its price. Like, this card is incredible. Now, hopefully the supply situation won't be as bad as it currently is. Hopefully they find a way to get more graphics cards in stocks, or maybe at least stop bots from buying all the stock. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Comment down below if you plan on getting the new RTX 3000 series cards, or if you've already got them and you were lucky enough to get them. Let me know what you think of them. Subscribe for more gaming content. I primarily make Final Fantasy XIV videos, although I love to make other gaming content as well. Subscribe to me on Twitter and Twitch, and I will see you guys later. I love you all. Umbruhh, out.